Welcome and thank you for your interest in the JPI Excalibur Digital Retrofit. On this video I'm going to talk about the viewing and annotation functions of the workstation software Onyx-RAD. Now I'm starting on the database screen of Onyx-RAD. In order to view my study, I'm simply going to double click on this 9-image study and it will bring it up into the viewing screen. Now when I first opened this up, it opened up with 6 images on the screen. I can rearrange this or reduce the number of images or increase it any way I want. And you can also just set this up to display on multiple monitors. So I'm going to set this so it only does one column per monitor, so I see only one image. And you can now I can simply scroll through all of my other images. You can see here we have a full range of images here: knees, neck, chest. I guess I'll leave this on the on the neck image. Now, first, once you have your image selected, there's a number of image processing and filtering functions. Now, first, of course, like in any viewing software, I can rotate this or reverse it. I can also make it fit the screen, turn it black and white, or change the width and center so I darken or lighten the image. There's also I can look in magnifying glass, expand it or move it, and the extremely useful return to the original settings button. Now, besides these basic image processing, there's also a few filters you can apply. For instance, I can have the contrast done, or in order to have something that's dramatic enough to be clear on this video, I can set an unsharp mask, which will exaggerate the lines and borders on the image, like so. Now that makes it extremely clear where the edges of these vertebrae are. Then I can simply undo this and reset to normal. Now, besides these image processing tools, we have also all of your basic annotation tools: lines, circles. You have a freehand, so you can draw any shape you want onto the image, and text, of course. All of these are customizable. You can change the color of these. Now, you can do measurements. Now, here you see one of the minor advantages of Onyx-RAD over many other systems. You can set this measurement. This works the same for all angles and any other measurements you take in the software, anywhere you want on the screen, so it doesn't have to obscure your view of what you just measured. For instance, if you want to take a measurement of the vertebrae, you do not have to put the numbers directly over the vertebrae. Now, you can also, speaking of vertebrae, there's the angle measurement that'll let you measure the angle between two unconnected lines. Now, there's also a shutter function in this software that is basically a software collimation. You can select the area you're interested in. Let's take the jaw and nose, and the rest of the image will go blank. This is extremely useful if you want to, for instance, print an image and only want to print the area that's of interest, or you just want to clean up an image before displaying it to your patient. Now, everything that I've done can be undone very easily. I simply have to right click, select all, and then delete all of this. And I want to show here, besides the freehand drawing, you can also do a freehand shuttering. So I can, for instance, make a freehand drawing around only this vertebrae, and the rest of the image will disappear. Then I can zoom in, focus on that as much as I want. Now if you notice, none of what I did is actually change the image. It's all still there underneath your annotations, and you can delete, modify, do anything you want with the annotations without changing the underlying image. Now I've shown you some basic tools. I want to go a little bit into the specialized chiropractic tools available in Onyx-RAD. Now first, these come into two parts basically. First, there are automated measurements and displays for it. For instance, you can have an automated curve set up, or you can have it automatically measure the difference between vertebrae. But what really sets Onyx-RAD apart from other software is the chiropractic templates. These represent the transparent templates you would slide over a normal film. With most other workstations, you would have to print out that film in order to use it, which kind of ruins the point of having a digital system. Here, you can simply select your template. For instance, I will select the Gonstead ruler, and it will appear on your image in the correct size. You can then move it and rotate it to set it up, as well as on other templates, increase and reduce the size. Now, I just want to talk about one last thing. Now, I'm not going to go into details on all these templates. It would take way too long for this video as well. But we can provide you with a full set of instructions and examples of all of the analysis, and templates, and measurements that can be made that are unique to this software if you contact us. Now let's see. I have not yet talked about this area over here, the utility section of the viewing screen. Here's where you mark an image red, view all of the information on the image. If you are not showing it on your screen, you can toggle this off and on. But I will mark this image red so that now if I go back to the database, it'll show up as red and I know I've looked at this image. This is also where you go to print images by selecting the image bucket down here. Once you've selected that, you can simply pull this image over to this side and it'll be set up to go print. Now you can select how this will print on a paper. You can have one image per paper, 4, 9, 16, or any number you want to set up. Let me set this up. Say I want to print 2 by 3. Or let me do 3 by 3 so I can show all of the images. Because the other thing you can do is drag the entire study over at once. Okay, and that is the conclusion to this. And I hope you enjoyed watching this video.